All right, welcome to another session of DGX Compare, and today I'm really excited to talk about this next model, and this is going to be the Qwen3-Next-80b parameter A3b, which is it's a mixture of experts MOE model that's quantized down to NVFP4. That's NVIDIA's floating point 4 quantization format, and it's actually only using 3 billion parameters compared to its actual disk size of 80. So it's pretty fast. Um, I'm really excited to talk about this today because I've been working with the 120B, Nemotron 120B for the last couple of hours, and it's crashed twice on me already. The moment the context model or the context window gets full of information, it starts to get really bogged down and it starts to crash. And we've seen this happen when you're using single node. I've actually been doing a lot of development work on the Spark, so I removed the cluster. I've been focusing on 120, being only on the GN100. And one thing that I've noticed is that when you have a cluster, it's a little slower, but it's stable. But when you're running it solo, even though it's quantized down, yeah, it's eventually over time it's just gonna it gets wonky. So I wanted to try a smaller model, but not too small. I tried 70 the other day, the Nemotron 70, and it was really slow and it wasn't all that great. But I'd heard about Qwen3-80b. There's been a lot of great feedback on it, so we've installed it and we're gonna try it out. So a little kind of overview on this model. It's an MOE. It was quantized down via Tensor RT LLM by NVIDIA itself. It can handle 262K tokens, or 206,000 tokens. It's got that's the size of the window. It's pretty big. I think I can't remember what the 120 was, but I think it was like a million. But 262 is fine. I usually start a new chat anyway. It's hybrid attention. It's got multi-token prediction, and essentially what it does is it has capability to predict multiple future tokens simultaneously, and what that does is it makes it faster when it comes to inference, but it also maintains the contextual consistency. But anyways, forget all of that. Let's check out the speed. So here we have, again, it's being served on the GN100, the one to the right, the Acer GN100, and this is the Acer's kind of screen. It's currently using about 80 gigs out of the 128s available, and I think it's 45 on disk, and I think it's 35 KV cache, and then the rest is down to CUDA. And so, it's pretty good, right? I mean, that's like 75% of the actual available space. So it's got a lot of overhead available. And here we have Qwen's actual model playground. And this is the Quen being served up on OpenWebUI. So let's go ahead and give it a look. I normally would tell me all about Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I'd misspell Tyrannosaurus on purpose. But I know that this model actually tries to correct it and stops, and then you have to type it in again properly, or you have to click a button. So for the sake of this test, we're actually going to just say, tell me all about the T-Rex. So again, one to the right, it's on the cloud. This is actually on Qwen's playground, and this is on the GN100. Let's give it a run. I'll start with the GN100 real fast here. Boom, there we go. It's hit. It started. And let's also try the playground. Yeah, of course it's going to have me log in. That's okay. There we go. That was pretty fast on the... Oh. Let's have a look. Oh. Okay, that's looking like it's over there. It looks like it's like, I don't know, 40, 50? And over here, I'd say it's, I don't know, maybe 25? That's interesting. When we do the tests normally, there's a lot more text that comes out, but it's more concise. Tell me more. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely faster. I was reading up on the spec, and their recommendation to actually run this model is going to be on dual H200s. So I'm pretty impressed that we can actually get this to run on a single Spark. I'm pretty impressed with that. Let's take a look. How fast can a T-Rex run? Wow, it's pretty good. Yeah, definitely usable, and that's really like 25, 30. Let's take a look over here. Tell me about speed. So it looks like prefill's a little slower on the playground, but not that much slower. Here, prefill is pretty fast. While that's running, I'm going to click here. See, it's the GPU is at 95%, but memory, it's hovering on. It's still around 80, so hasn't really gone nuts. Let's look at the cores. Yeah, it's generally pretty stable. Hasn't really gone to disk yet. It's been relying solely on memory and GPU. So yeah, wow, this is actually it's actually a really good model. And it's quantized down by NVIDIA. So while it's not Nemotron, meaning it's not their own model, they put the effort into getting it optimized. Let's ask it another question. Let's actually tell me about dolphins. Over here. Tell me about dolphins. Let's give that a try. So as you can tell, the prefill is fast here, slower here, but you know, when you're actually doing the decode, it's much faster there. So I'm thinking that really is, we're gonna have to find out what the hardware is on. But I see that kind of speed when I'm running with the Ultra, the Mac Ultras, because the token speed, which is the memory bandwidth, it's so much faster. But on the prefill or the time to first token, it's a lot slower. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show this because I was looking through the NVIDIA Spark boards, and a lot of people were having problems installing it in, but I got it installed just right. But again, it's July, almost August, and a lot of the feedback that I was reading about was in January. So I guess maybe they fixed a lot of stuff. But yeah, so this is Qwen3-Next-80b. This is a mixture of expert model. It's quantized down to A3b, running on NVIDIA FP4. And I'd say this is 30 tokens, maybe 40, but definitely doable. and stable. Thanks a lot.